Welcome to CSI, Careers with Specialty Ingredients. I'm Kat. This video was created by the Hospitality Education Foundation of Georgia. It has been made possible by a grant from the USDA Specialty Crop Block Grant Program and from ProStart and Dexter Russell. We won second place at the National ProStart Invitational in 2015. I will be on the streets meeting people to help me open a restaurant. Hey, you're from Maggiano's. Can I ask you a couple questions?
You sure can.
I'm thinking about starting a restaurant.
Okay, what do you want to know?
What departments do you guys have?
Well, we have our food and beverage department, which is also obviously the kitchen, dining room, carry-out, delivery, the bar, and then we also have banquets.
What do they do?
Every manager is responsible the same thing. Make sure that we have the proper staffing in place for labor, cleanliness and sanitation, and obviously safety. They're in charge actually to manage that area like it's their own restaurant.
So if all of them are the same, how do you know how to hire people?
Well, it really depends on talent. In a high volume restaurant like ours, it's very important that we pick the right people. Typically, it's about their past history, what they've done. A lot of it has to do with personality, depending on what position they're doing. So in a case I'm hiring a host, I need you to be very warm, friendly, welcoming, and obviously it's the first impression of the restaurant.
So what else would you look for other positions?
We're in the hospitality industry. It's very important that people are able to communicate, talk, and be very friendly. A lot of it has to do with experience, though. In a high-volume restaurant like mine, if you come in as a server with no experience, it's probably not going to be the right position. I would start you off as a food running position or a busser position, something to get familiar with what we do at the restaurant, and then allow you to grow from there.
So what position do you think I should apply for?
What kind of experience do you have?
I'm the expeditor for my culinary team, and I have worked in a restaurant before.
Perfect. It sounds like you're not an entry-level position, so I'd probably put you in pantry. You're going to make all the salads and appetizers, also get a good idea how that line works. And if you had a couple of years of hard line experience, you just worked in high-volume restaurants for a long time, then I'd start you off as a line cook. I think pantry would be a great position for you.
What about some advice or tips for an interview?
If you interview with me, make sure you're on time, you dress great, have a great attitude, and most of all, don't lie on that application.
I have one last question for you. Can you give me the recipe to your lemon cookies?
No.
Well, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
In 2015, we went to the National ProStart Invitational. A team member of mine had cut her finger. I had to step in for her. But I was also afraid that I would mess up for the whole team. I was sure we weren't going to place, and it took everything I could to make sure that I had things done at the right time for my team members.